We are live. Welcome to Thrive After Teaching. I'm Zoe Jane. I'm the founder of Thrive After Teaching, and I interview teachers with businesses. But today I have a very special visitor who is actually our resident career coach inside Thrive After Teaching. So Edyta, welcome to the live today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
And tell us firstly a little bit about your teaching, because you were a teacher and now a career coach, and that is why you friend because got a lovely Facebook group, and the whole point of having this Facebook group for me is my passion of helping teachers to decide what to do after they leave teaching. So whether it is going out workplace, more online business and self-employment opportunities, and working from home. So Edyta has the skills of being a career coach and can talk about workplaces. So it's really amazing that I found you, and you can give it so much goodness into the group. So let's get to welcome.
So thank you. So I'm really excited to be here. So my name is Edyta Boyle, and I am a career transition coach, and I help professional women to secure a new and exciting job opportunity without feeling, that overwhelming feeling, or without feeling that you are, or without worrying whether you are making the right decision. So my background is careers advice and tutoring in college, and I have been doing this job for 7 years.
Wow.
So that's been a while, but then I came to this decision, to the point that I decided to leave that role for my own business and doing something that I'm really passionate about and something that I really love.
Very passionate about being a career coach. From the conversations we've had, your transition into new careers, which is such a special thing, isn't it? In anybody's journey in life and the jobs that you do, to be passionate about what you're doing, because motivation doesn't really work in a job if you're not enjoying it. So anyway, welcome. And so I think we might have a bit of a Wi-Fi issue, so I will just go and talk. Oh, you're back. So my area within Thrive After Teaching is to help teachers who are feeling really lost, but they don't actually want to go and find a job in a new workplace. It's all about using your interests and your skills and your passions, and discovering actually all these opportunities that you can take up, mainly in the online space. And I have chosen this direction because it's what I actually I explored myself, and I began coming across many things I didn't even know existed. I didn't know all these, if you have a passion about something, you can make money from it. And how do you do that? I just had no idea. So my fascination. And now I just feel so passionate about sharing what I found out, sharing about the courses I've done, sharing about people that I've come across along the way and how they're earning money. Realize ways of earning money, everybody, and that's why the Facebook group isn't narrowed down to just that, because it's also about creating a community for the teachers to go to, where there is somebody live, human, and there is somebody that you can get to know, and you can message, and you can ask questions, and you can ask general questions into the whole group. It's a very supportive group. So Edyta, would you like to tell us a little bit more about how you can help, and what can people do to reach out to you? What are you comfortable in terms of people messaging you? Yeah, so how can people reach out, and how can you help people?
I was just thinking maybe I tell a little bit of a story about how everything happened, and then I
Please,
can
that'd be
let you
lovely.
know like how I can help. So I just wanted to tell you that I have been, it's been situation in my life that I've been looking after raising a young family, and I kind of didn't focus on my career as much because I always have that guilt that I should be spending time with my family, with my young small children, rather than concentrating on career. On my own career, and that's what had happened. I've concentrated on raising my children, and then, but one day I was careers advisor and tutor in college, and one day I was teaching, and a student really annoyed me. He came to me, and like he was sitting with a group setting, of course, and he said, why do we have to do this? I came here for qualifications. I am not here to learning about CVs. And at that moment in time, I kind of everything slowed down for me, and I kind of realized that I used to love my job, but the spark is not there anymore. I've worked in a job for 5 years with no progression whatsoever. I just realized that I reached the top of my salary level, and I couldn't go any higher. And I also felt really confused and what I want to do next. But also I felt really embarrassed about that took me so long to kind of thinking and what do I want to do next. And I thought that I'm a careers advisor. I should know that. I should do it my own. But I was for some reason really stuck. So that night I reached out to a coach, which I followed on social media for a while. And I said, I just need to make a change. And I found a way. I found a way to transition from a job which made me unhappy to doing something that I'm really passionate about. So now is I feel like, I look forward going, look forward to work. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling energized. I feel like I've got energy to go do exercise after work or run after children. So that energy that I kind of receive from doing something that I am passionate about and made that transition is unbelievable. So that's my little story. That's my little story that I wanted to share with you.
It goes back to passion, doesn't it? It goes back to passion every time.
Yeah.
If you're not passionate about what you're doing, I mean, I think lack of passion for me and overwhelm with the job and having my children was me exiting the classroom. The passion had dried up. I've been there over 20 years. Lovely school, but the passion had left. I wasn't driven anymore.
Yeah.
So,
and we often think that, like we blame ourselves or, I should be happy, I should be happy. But if you've been in a job for a while, it's a kind of normal that spark might go away. And so if you're in a situation like that, don't feel guilty about that passion is not there, or that you should be doing this job until you're retired, right?
Looking for something else. I mean, we need a change. It's only human, and many people in different jobs and careers, they have that change all the way through their career, don't they?
Definitely. I mean, we are,
classroom, and it is very samey, but the pressures are constantly being thrown at you, and it's not, for me, it wasn't different enough. Now I was in the classroom for 24 years 24 years, yeah. So yeah, most people do. Most people in different careers, they go to different departments, they climb a ladder, and I found, looking back, I didn't realize how classroom teacher position is, unless you want to go up. If you want to be head of the year, or deputy head, or senior leader management, or deputy head, or so on. And if you didn't want to do that, you were very much stuck, really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and I
we all know
experienced
that.
Yeah, and I experienced that because I knew that I don't want to go into management level. Like I knew, because that wasn't what I wanted to do.
No, me neither. No,
There were opportunities there to go, but something
Mm.
inside me was telling me it's not the way for you.
Yeah.
So it's quite often for us teachers, there's a certain ceiling, like unless you want to go to the management level, but the progression is quite not that many opportunities for progression.
Yeah, absolutely. So Edyta, how can you help people in the group?
Yes.
And what you're comfortable in terms of them connecting with you?
Mm-hmm. So I help to secure an exciting job opportunity. And I do this through my career transition program. So it's a 4-month program, and we are concentrating on making sure that you know exactly where you want to progress to, what do you want to be doing, and we create step-by-step process to make this happen. So we will be concentrating on things like self-reflection, finding out who are you, and what are your strengths,
honestly,
what are you good at.
Yeah, and doing that is really important. I also talk about that in my workshop, of actually all your skills, not who are you. And I can remember writing, I think it was an email or a post, and it was all about, do you remember who you were before you taught? Before you had children, and before you got so bogged down with teaching, who were you, and what did you like doing? Because that person is actually still there. And it might need to come out again, mightn't it? And it really
definitely. Things that you are good at. This is a big thing to know. What are you good at? Because if you're good at something and you're using those strengths at work, you get promotion faster, you're more happier, you're more productive. All things are make sense more.
Absolutely.
So
you need to know how to promote yourself, don't you?
Definitely, yeah.
Promote yourself. Yeah, and you can go forward, or just decide which direction you want to go in. Because until it's almost acknowledging it, isn't it? And saying, I am creative, I am good at the computer, or I am musical, and I am really good at writing, or also part of teaching. I mean, for me, I did a lot of writing. You write school reports, for one. I mean, I think every teacher has to write school reports. My school reports, they were huge. We had to write. And being a copywriter, for example, perfect. Anyway,
but
talk about options another time.
Writing a report is such a transferable skill as well.
But we don't think about it. I mean, we don't, because a lot of things, part of teaching, you just do, and you don't realize that you've actually just developed this skill over the years that you've been doing that.
And I see this a lot in my clients. And we almost forget what our skills are. And we tend to minimize those skills, like minimizing. Oh, it's just teaching. It's just leading the classroom. But actually, there are plenty of
that phrase, isn't it? It's just this. Because we've been doing it for such a long time, to call it a skill to us is almost, well, it's not a skill, it's something I do. And we don't see that. I mean, a skill is something that perhaps your neighbor can't do or your cousin can't do because they're not trained to do it. And you actually do have that training, but you've grown, and it's not like you've gone on a course and you've learned how to do that. It's actually natural progression with.
Yeah, definitely.
So how, if people would like to contact you, and what are you comfortable with?
So we are like, I'm comfortable contacting me on the group. So if you just tag me in this group, then I am, I'm here. I'm in the group. So I will be hanging out more often now. So
yay, brilliant.
So just tagging me in the group, it's the best idea.
Yeah, tag you in the group. Super. So we will see Edyta around in the group, responding to your comments and providing lots of help.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
coming live with me today, and it's been lovely talking to you. I'm not sure how the Wi-Fi has held up throughout the interview, but we will find out on the replay.
We will. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Bye.